I don't think we're in for a quiet one today. It's race day here at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. I'm your host, Simi Skate. With me, as always, is the trusty steed. I speak of none other than Mr. Hello there, Housey. How are you there, mate?
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone tuning in. Welcome here to Spain, to Barcelona.
Absolutely.
Yep, very excited to be here.
Yes. Well, I mean, the sun is shining. The weather is sweet here by the look of it. As Bloom is first one out there on track here, Housey. And, well... Oh, he's a Pills. I do apologise.
He's already there. He's already gone.
Jesus, I got to get the track map up. Well, we must be early doors for me in the morning, Housey. How could I miss that? How could I miss that, of course, Pillars being first one out on track. Loves all the attention in the world, of course. And, well, we have a special treat next week for the Aussie stream regarding the commentary. Of course, Housey is going to be away. He's going away with the lovely family. And, well, he's having a week off, of course. And, well, that is the Chinese Grand Prix, the Shanghai International Circuit there, Housey. You're going to miss that one. And, well, I mean, got a little surprise up my sleeve for my co-coms for that one. And, well, I mean, the UK will sort that one out as well. So, Pillars getting himself underway here, mate, as we've got Callum in the chat and Kaiserhoff, of course. Evening, fellas, good luck all. Hope comms comms boys witness a classic. Well, we hope so too, mate, but you know what, we can only make it sound good, mate. It's up to you boys out there on track. Of course, you're going to see this track map light up purple here, Housey. It is Pillars out there on track, first one to blink. And well, Callum Tyler's there as well, of course. Callum fills us with his wisdom there every Monday there, Housey. After the race, of course, jumps in for a little bit of a chat. And your boy there, Housey, Mikey G, in the chat. Well, I tell you what, oh, Droftas's compatriot. Yes. He's Welshman, is the Mikey G. Droftas has got a friend, and. It just sounds so good, doesn't it? Anyway, we move on, and well, Pillars out there on track, looking pretty handy around this track, to say the least here, Housey. I did have the pleasure of having a bit of a conversation with him prior to going live, and well, he's not confident. But he sets a 15.9 to get us underway here, mate. And well, Whiskey.
Bloom.
Thank you, mate. Where is he? He's down way down the bottom there. There he is there. In Sector 3, of course. Now, well, this is yesteryear's rendition of this track, of course, Housey. And, well, there's really one major significant change, of course. That would be at turn...
Turn 10, isn't it?
Yeah, turn 10. So instead of that sharp left-hander, they sort of... It's actually on the track, which is quite bizarre.
Drop this, by the way.
Thank you, mate. Well, it should just go the other way. There he is there, of course, in Sector 3. And it is turn 10. He's just gone by it, Droftas. He's approaching turn 13 as we speak. There it is there. And, well, yeah, turn 10. He's not that sharp left-hander that cuts straight across to turn 11, of course. It's more of the loop, more of the MotoGP sort of style corner, that one there, as Droftas sets a 1 minute 16.4 as we'll flick down to Kaiser. Where is he? He's all the way down the bottom of the list. Coming around turn 16 now here, Housey. And, well, the boys are just warming to the occasion here, mate, as slowly getting their eye in. Who are we up to next now?
Whiskey DJ. They've probably just gone across the line, though. So it's Zerks.
Well, let's just speak of that, man. Well, Housey, you heard me first, of course, prior to being on air, and you said Xerxes was in the lobby. I had to rub my eyes. I thought I was still asleep. And, well, Xerxes is in the lobby. That is probably arguably the best news I've heard in about 2 weeks there, I reckon, there, House. He puts himself P4, the 1 minute 16.8. And, well, let's just hope he has some fun out there and finds his love for it yet again. We've got Sam Newton out there at the moment, approaching and coming through turn 16 now. And let's just see what he can say. Also, SBS name changes in the chat. The Geordie Juggernaut! Chazza! How are you there, mate? Good to see you, of course. Love your support. And, well, Chazza just missing out on a seat in this one here, Housey. I did see him throwing his little peeps out there before. But, yes, well, Droftus made the executive decision. And, well, there you go. He's there. He's hanging for a seat. He's hanging for a drive. And, well, just hang on a bit longer there, Chazza. We'll get to you shortly as Wab Stappen as well in the chat there, Housey. And, well, Junior... why is Junior typing and not racing? That is the $1 million question. And second of all, which reminds me, his old man, Ramsell Senior, Ramsell and Pease.
He could have done qualifying.
Well, he could have done qualifying, yeah, exactly right. Done a solid for the old man. But no, nevertheless, the extremist goes P9 with a 1 minute 18. I dare say these boys are all going to go again. Don't know what the weather's happening out there at the moment, mate. Oh, it's all shot down. Mr. Monday's made a return too as well, Housey, which is fantastic to see. Bannister's out there on track in the first sector.
Yeah, he's on one.
We'll stick with Mr. Monday, I reckon, here, mate. Is he furthest along, or is it Callum Tyler?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's furthest along.
Yeah. Oh, Bannister's just invalidated behind, so we get Bannister. I think it's a lot of in-laps there.
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what. Let's get through some history of this circuit, of course. Well, it's the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And, yes, of course, known as the Spanish Grand Prix. One of the oldest tracks in the world out there, folks. And, well, guess what? At first, it was interrupted, believe it or not. The grand opening for a motor race at this magnificent circuit was interrupted by World War I, believe that. Believe it or not, Housey. And then it had to wait nearly 10 years. 1927 became a part of the European calendar, of course. Officially became part of the F1 circuit in 1967, with Spain hosting a variety of circuits. The most wins here at this track is held between two drivers. Anyone out there in the Twitch land, here's a bit of trivia for you folks. Who are the two drivers? No Googles. Who are the two drivers that have the most wins here at this circuit? Anyone out there, just type in your answers as all shot down. Mr. Monday has been validated. We'll flick to Bannister. He's out there as well. So anyone out there in the chat want to give us your answers, of course. The most wins at this track we're looking for. It is tied between two drivers. The only clue I will give is between a former driver and a current driver. And
I can tell you the current.
Okay, who's the current there, my friend?
I would put my money on it being Lewis as the current.
Well, that is half the answer correct.
And I'm trying to think back actually, who was hot here back in the day. I would go with your boy. I would go with your boy, and that's what I would go with. I would go with Schumacher.
That's absolutely spot on. The answers took a while to come in, I reckon. Crazy Kiwi and Wab Stappen pulled out Mr. Google. Google, please tell me the answer to this one. And, well, took the time. But I mean, you were straight off the bat there, Mr. Housey.
Well, I was giving people a chance, to be honest. I didn't think I was allowed, but I wasn't going to leave you hanging there for a while.
Well, Mikey G getting himself underway as well, of course. Now, let's go to the most constructors win at this magnificent circuit. Come on, folks, get your answers in. We'll give you a little bit before I let Housey have another shot at it. Yes, absolutely. And, well, of course, yes, Droftus, you were spot on. He is teleporting absolutely everywhere, Mr. Monday. Back in the pit lane, of course. Mikey G out there on track. And, well, Ramsell, he's got a... He's absolutely purple. Ramsell's supporting his cat boys, of course. Supporting him from the sidelines. Droftus saying Mr. Monday is Mr. Tuesday at the moment. or he could be Mr. Saturday, who knows, from a few days ago. DJ in the chat. And welcome, Mr. Death Dragon. How are you, mate? Good to see you in there. As Mikey G still doing his thing out there on track, of course, there, Housey. Crazy Kiwi, bang! Ferrari, of course, there, my friend. Absolutely spot on there, mate. And, well, there you go. I've only got a couple. I'm sure Housy's probably got a couple up his sleeve. I don't know if he has or if he hasn't. That's a bit on the spot there, folks. I do apologise, Housy. But we're both pretty good at trivia and regarding the history of Formula One. If you've got any off the top of your head, feel free to throw them in,
There's
mate.
a reason for that. Because we were bored and watching it, not like some of these boys that were still in the womb, you know what I mean?
Well, isn't it scary? I mean, you speak to some of the lads in the server, and would you believe that, you know, most of the boys, I mean, I've been watching Formula One longer than they've been alive.
Yeah.
Holy,
exactly that.
Holy moly. As, well, Junior out there saying, well, DJ saying, I'm good, mate. But, DJ's about to show everyone how you hit a wall, he reckons. And, no. The sandbagging with the words already starts here, mate. As, well, we'll just see how DJ fares a little bit later on. We've got Just Mikey out there on track. Turn 16, done and dusted. Finished, well, it's not finish line, but the line approaching. And it's a 1 minute 17.7 there, my friend. As I am Sloth, purpling the first sector. Who is furthest along?
I think it's Nico, mate.
Yeah, I think it is Nico there. I think you're spot on there, Housey. And this was that corner we were talking about. Well, just prior to that one, there's a bit of a segue there. Just missed the ball a little bit there, Housey. As Senior has joined. We have 19 drivers. Ramsell out there on track as well. I'm going to stay with Nico, of course. And, well, I'll tell you what. Halfway through qualifying or halfway through Q1. Nevertheless, he gets to set the time. And Nico sets a 1 minute 17.4.
Oh, we've just lost all shot. All shots just lost it out of turn. What is that? Where was that? That was turn, yeah, 9, yeah. Turn out of turn 9.
Well, it's very easy to do here, Housey, of course. Well, there's two parts of this particular track. And that you can lose the rear end. And, well, turn 1, turn 2, known in the inner sanctum as the boys' corner. And big shout out to you two, Droftas and Pills and Zerks. But, well, there you go. Ramsell sets a 1 minute 17.7. But yes, there you go. Turn 1, turn 2 is very, very easy to lose the back end of the car. And, of course, turn number 9. The entry into 7 and 8, of course, as well. If you get that a little bit wrong, if you get your lines all a little bit muddled up, the game just tends to want to throw the back end to the right, put the nose to the left, and usually you hit that wall on the left if that ever does happen. And, of course, you get your lines all wrong for turn number 9. You get that all wrong. I tell you what, those walls are closer than what they actually look like, and whack usually does end in tears. We're currently watching Bannister, and well, Bano coming around turn 16 now here, Housey. Can he get himself out of the drop zone? That is the question. With a 1 minute 17.669, and he can. P13.
Sloth just looking to close his opening lap here. Oh, it's flirting with track limits. Took a lot of curb there, really unsettled the car, so not the line he wanted there, Sloth, but
there you go.
Good enough for P4.
P4, oh, what's going on with
Ramsell
as well? Oh, Jesus.
Turn 15 or turn 14.
Who's near him? The extremist? Let's have a look at this. Oh, he's lost it there.
How has he put it there?
I think he's just lit up. He might have lit up the rear end there in turn 13 there, Housey, and it's just carried momentum. And got a little bit greedy on the loud pedal, and around she went, whack into the wall. And unfortunately, there's two down. Ramsell and all shot down. There you go. Of course, this track is tricky. It is tricky at the best of times. And I dare say, I mean, I don't want to put, Housey, I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. It's one of them tracks, isn't it? It is one of them tracks that you just, like I said, you get your line a little bit wrong in a couple of select spots here, and usually does end in tears. And well, there you go, all shot down. Mr. Monday saying that's what happens when you use someone else's wheel and pedal setup. And well, and DJ throwing some stick towards the group way. He wants 4 Texacos in Q3 today, just like what they did last week. And well, wishful thinking there from Mr. DJ Death Dragon. Of course, we've got Callum Tyler. No, in 1 minute 18.1. I dare say we're going to see Callum coming out on track soon. Because, well, we know he's better than that. The Extremist has aborted that one. So Sam Newton is going to have another crack here, Housey.
Yeah, he's about just over his lap time. Not much in it through the first sector. with his current time of a 17.6. So going to need to improve through the middle sector and the final sector, should he want to improve his lap time.
That's exactly right there, mate. And
Hate that corner.
Oh, everyone, a lot of people do. That's what I was talking about. The entry, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. You get that wrong a little bit. I mean, in this, there's a slight little lift. There's a bit of a bump there mid-corner. Even here, this is the change of the track, of course. It goes around the loop. See, it's already there in the game. And that little hump there, too, unsettles the car, of course, in between 11 and 12. And, well, you get your line all... Even you get your line all wrong through there and get too early on that loud pedal, the back end of the car will step out on you. And, well, thank God there's a little bit of runoff there because you can save it. But if you're full throttle, especially in a Q3, that wall is closer than what you think. As Sam Newton sets a 1 minute 17.441 and throws himself up there into P11 there, Housey.
Yeah, I'm just keeping track on that. And what Andenja's doing. Andenja's crawling around there. Through Sector 2 at the moment. That Cadbury's dot, that's Andenj.
Yeah, okay.
He's waiting.
Don't tell me he is waiting. Just Mikey's on an outlap. Just Mikey is on he's
got a long wait.
He's got a long wait.
He was out there the lap before. He's just out there waiting to pick up one of his teammates. I'm sure of it.
And
he's just out there waiting.
And Dench doing and Dench things. Oh, I'll tell you what, Bloom out there coming through turn 9 itself. And well, the car was a little bit squirmish. Manages to hold it. There is Andenj. Andenj doing Team Cadbury things, as Andenj can only do, of course. And, well, Bloom is out there at the moment. He's coming through turn 14 and 15. And here is 16, the final corner. And let's just see what Bloomy Boy can do. He's about to cross the line any second now. It's a 17.8. Well, he does improve, but can't pull himself out of that drop zone. Got Whiskey Jack currently out there, almost level pegging with his previous best as well there, Housey.
A bit under.
He's a little bit under. He just wants a little bit more in the kitty, doesn't he? Just to sort of get himself well and truly out of that, well, the danger zone, of course. We've got Just Mikey out there on track. Bloom, we've just seen Bloom do a lap. I'm not too sure if he's going again. Oh, Whiskey Jack. Bloody hell, drifting through 14 and 15. And he would have lost a bucket load of time. Can he get himself safe? No, there you go. Look at the time he lost, Housey. 0.4 of a second. As we'll flick down to Callum, getting himself underway, of course. And well,
Mikey's on one.
Thank you very much, Housey.
Just going through 7 and 8 now. That horrible section. Used to be good. I used to love it years ago, but you can't throw it in there like you used to, it seems, these days. Never mind, that's on another topic for us old gentlemen.
Well, I mean,
to remember.
Well, I mean, before the game was worrying more or less about sticker kits than the gameplay. I mean, that was before their days.
Very true.
Oh, well, there we go. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of this one here, Housey. F122 approaching very, very soon. And
Callum's invalidated, he's done.
Oh, Callum's done. There you go. As Just Mikey throws himself up in a P15 and survives. Just Mikey, Callum is done for. Unfortunately invalidated. And we have our drop zone there, folks. And there you go. Just Mikey right on the cusp. Look at what he did. Look at what he did. He just beat, what is that, Ramsell's time by, what is that? About 14 thousandths of a second. And, well, there you go. Quicker than you can blink an eye there, Housey. And, well, there you go. Just Mikey survives. Q2. Brilliant stuff.
Yep, unfortunately, Bloomster in the same position as Blue.
Yeah.
Blue and Bloom. And
well,
Bloom now being P3.
Let's just touch on that a little bit, Housey. Speak of B1, B2. We love these boys. So speak of none other than Brad Tay and Blue, the Blue Dog. B1 and B2. And, well, I mean... Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? What is going on here? DJ must have got paid or he's got another missus and he pinched her credit card. But he's just given... He's just given two... How many?
Two.
Gifted a total of 6. 6?
Two.
Oh, no, 2.
2 subscriptions.
2, I was going to say, wow, a total of 6 in the channel. He's so okay. He's done. There you go. Well, we DJ pinching his. I think he's got another missus. He would have had to have pinched her credit card. I remember not that long ago, me and him had a bit of a what was it? A bit war there, Housey, in leagues gone past. And I thought, well, gee, he can keep up the lad. Then he messaged me a few days later, and wasn't too happy.
$100.
I think that day we both dropped. Excuse me. Something like 16,000 bits each. And, well, I mean, DJ was single not long after. And that's how, well, I do apologise, DJ. We love you, mate. I love you. And, well, I mean, that was the running joke of the time.
So
DJ pitched his missus credit card.
So what you're saying is then, basically, DJ's failed relationship is all on your head. Goading him into spending bits.
Well, I mean, I do a fantastic job all the way down here in Australia.
Hey, don't
mate.
try and get out of it, mate. Statistics. You're talking to the stat man now.
Well, mate, put them down. I'll list one by one, mate. We'll see if we can get the whole list in. But yeah, there you go. That was the story, and it was actually pretty funny. It was the running joke of the time, of course. And DJ knows all about it. He's in the chat, absolutely laughing, saying he's still single to this day. And well, there you go. A bit of love from the boys. As who is that first one out on track? Nico. Well, he missed. I thought it was him the first time out in Q1. Q2, he's here. He's first one out on track. Wants a bit of airtime. Does good old Nico, of course, formerly known as Mazespin. And, well, there you go. Changed his name. It did the Old Spice driver, and he's just let a Capri driver through. And it might be Xerxes. No, it is not. It is Dench.
The second one. Yeah. They're all playing a bit of swapperoo here on the outlet.
Absolutely is.
Almost got like a mini race going.
Well, it's good to see. And it's great to see Xerxes out there as well here, Housey. Wrapped it. He's put his hand up, and well, he's donned the Cadbury colours, and of course, well, he's semi-retirement there. But who is that? That's got to be Pillars. He's just been left through. It's got to be Pillars, and well, no, Pillars going the old school route. Well, excuse me, the old school route, the new school route. And that is Pillars maybe just getting his eye for next year's game. He's practicing as what Pillars does. It loves to sweat out on a time trial, does good old Pilly. But yes, but here comes Dench to get us underway here, how's he?
Yep. Looking for a good result this week, and Dench been a little bit off sorts lately, as we've discussed in previous weeks. So hoping for good things for the lad, just for his own confidence level, because we know he's got it in him. That's such a stunning performance last season.
Well,
yeah,
absolutely.
He just lacked a little bit of that crispness that he had last year, you know, and in the way he went about it.
Hang on a minute. Well, I think you've been a bit harsh on your boy there, Housey. I think you've been a bit harsh. It's only been really the last few races that he's just had a bit of a dip in form. Let's not forget, he was doing this whole season. He's done a pretty good job, I mean, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, pretty much I think from Singapore by memory. Oh, Jesus! Oh! As Dench getting all Tokyo Drift there out of turn 9. And, well, there you go. He's aborted that one. He has aborted it, as we'll flick back down to Pillars because he will be next. But yeah, Dench is getting back to him. A little bit of a form slump, but I think, you know, the results were intermittent. And from Singapore onwards, as we've got a first-time chatter. And who is that? Please, please, I don't even know how to. Please bag me. Please bag me is in the chat. Is this player cars? Yes, this is the multiplayer cars. This is. As Pillars sets a 1 minute. Well, this is the funny bugger session. Of course, Kaiser out there on the medium. Sets his lap, of course, not too bad as well. We'll flick down to Nico, because he's on the medium as well. This might be relevant here, Housey. He's coming through turn 15. No, he's not. He's aborted back in the pit lane. Sam Newton out there on track as well, getting himself underway. And there you go. Oh, yes. I think I do know. I think this guy here, I think if that's a commentator as well for another league. I do believe that Droftus and Xerxes do race there as well. I think it's CDR, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, how are you there? If it is the right person, Teabag, I hope you're well there, my friend. As we're watching Sam Newton, yes, this is the multiplayer livery. The boys, we do it a bit differently here at Formula 4. We have a pot boy, Sam Newton, all loosey-goosey, coming out of your favourite corners here, Housey. And, oh, there it is there, Teabag. Yes, I do watch you quite regularly, mate. Of course, supporting Droftas. I am seeing me skate. And, well, my co-commentator is hello there, Housey. And we do hope you're well. And, well, there you go. So,
Come on then, finish explaining what we do here.
oh, yeah, thank you, mate. I lost my train of
You
thought there.
start-
If I didn't have you
so
there,
nicely.
if I didn't have you there, I would have just pushed on there, mate. I so lost my train of thought. But
Always got your back.
anyway, yes, a little bit different here, folks. Well, it's Teabag anyway. We've got 4 pots. They are based on pace. Pot 1 being the quickest, pot 4 being not the quickest. I don't like saying the slowest. But yes, there's 5 drivers per pot, which make up the 5 teams. They all go into a random draw. Everyone gets 1 from each pot. They go into their team. Same with the Aussie division. They all decide on their team name, their team colours, and all sorts of things like that as Slothy Boy slows right up, of course. Funny bugger session. And he did that on the medium as well. He did invalidate, unfortunately, from Sloth. The extremist out there on track as well. The only one else on a lap. But yeah, getting back to that, all based on pace. Everyone gets 1. They all create their own team. And here we are, of course. There is 2 divisions. European division and the Aussie division. We've got Team Cat, Team Rothmans, Team Cabri. We've got Old Spice Racing, and I am missing one. Texaco Racing, of course, the Oily Boys. How can I forget about the Oily Boys? And, well, there you go. The Extremist. There he is there, Housey. And I'll tell you what, it's a bit of an ordinary lap from the lad as he sets a 1 minute 18.6 at the moment, P3. Not many boys have set laps. We've got the new Portonian Droftas out there on track coming through, well, 7 and 8. And well, this is another corner here, Housey. You get this slightly wrong and around she goes. Droftas loving this track, expecting a good result from Droftas here at Spain, of course. And, well, who is furthest along here, Housey? Of course, I'm Sloth invalidated.
Mikey G.
Thank you, mate.
Mikey G, he's on the medium anyway, that's what I'm looking at. Mikey G is on a medium at the moment, and Sloppy Boy, oh, he's invalidated. So Sloppy Boy was out there too, but Mikey G will be the one.
Well, Mikey G purpling the second sector there, how's I? And not too shabby at all from the lad. Of course, he had a great result. The 2 Welshmen had a great result last week. 1 and 2. Would you believe that? Anyway, like I said, Droftas has got a friend. And, well, there you go. Mikey G coming around turn 16 now. His letterbox rear wing wide open. A 1 minute 17.1. Top of the timing charts at the moment as we speak. We'll flick back up to and Dench has invalidated. I'm going to stick with Slothy Boy because he hasn't done a lap yet. And he is furthest along, I do believe, of the boys yet to set a lap. I've got 7.5 minutes remaining in this session as Mr. Pills, there he is there. And has he set a time? He has, but it is a slow time from Pills. From Pills' standard, that is a banker as we're looking to see that.
He's in reverse, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly right. Won't be long.
That was with the penalty loop in though that lap. So
well,
with the new section of the track at least.
Yeah, exactly.
And he stopped to study every grain of tarmac as he went round it.
Of course. As well, we all know Pills, and we all know that he loves to sweat it out. So. Just getting his eye in on the new layout, of course, albeit only on F1 2021. But all credit to the lad.
We just lost the Extremist. I already cut you off there.
We just lost
Extremist out of turn 5, I think it is. Down the hill, out of turn 5. Yeah, he's out 100%.
Oh, that's unfortunate there from the Extremist. And unfortunate indeed. There he is there, that yellow dot. And, where is that? Turn number 5.
Turn 5, exit turn 5, yeah.
Yeah.
And Denge.
As
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Ramsell's having a bit of a laugh, as only Ramsell can do, and Well, there you go. He's Pillars is multitasking at the best of times, and well, there you go. He's a man of many talents. Here's Pills, but Nico out there on track here, Housey, and he's going through this tricky part of the circuit. Oh, he's just ridden enough curve there. Very, very close. Letterbox rear wing wide open. And here he comes. That is a shocking camera angle. Come on, Cody's. He purpled the second sector. Excuse me. I did find out that the purple is not representative. It is not overall. It is only for the two above, two below. And of course, the two above, Nico, is only up to P12, which is haven't even set times yet. So we'll just have a look to see what
it's one rule for real life and another for Codemaster,
yeah,
isn't it?
that's
I mean,
right.
take what you think you know and throw it out the window, and then you'll be somewhere near the truth.
Oh, we're nearly at the end, Housey. Bear with it, bear with it, bear with it. As Sam Newton sets a 17.3. And, well, there you go. DJ,
yeah.
out there on track, Housey. The Dutchman, oh, Jesus. Gets a huge tank slapper coming out of 15 into 16.
Ooh.
And Whiskey Jack, a 5-place grid penalty. As DJ sets a 1 minute 17.3. Do you want to check that one out there, Housey?
Yeah,
just to see who we hit. Chewy Racing.
Blocking.
There he is there. And his first time chatter. That means he hasn't followed the channel. Oh, Chewy, what are you doing, son? No, he joking. Hope you're well, Chewy. Hope you're well. As well, there you go. Well, Ramsell is reminiscing about yesteryear. Saying that about Hello Kitty champs for life, I mean, I don't know. Did Ramsell put any points to that total? I'm not too sure. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking, Ramsell. We love you, mate. As there you go. Teabag has followed number 276. Thank you very, very much. And, well, you know where you're at. You know what you're watching. And we are currently watching Xerxes, the pot 2. Xerxes is back. And love seeing his name in the lobby. And, well, there you go. Pot 2 Cadbury driver is the Xerx man. And, whoa, there you go. Around he goes. And, well, that corner house is going to catch a few people out. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. It always does. This one here too. 1 and 2. Oh, what a segue. Jumped on the Whiskey Jack. And as I'm explaining, that's exactly what happens. As, well, let's just see how good we make Ramsell look tonight. Hey, Ramsell. As, well, there he is there. Xerxes has to do a bit of a reset. We've got just Mikey getting himself underway. And let's just see how he fares. Slothy Boy retiring in the garage, of course. And, there you go. There you go. 1 and 2. Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. Teabag knows all about the comms curse. And thank God it's only qualifying, mate. Thank God it's only qualifying. Happy to do it during qualifying. During the race, forget about it. But we'll throw as many predictions your way as you'd like there, folks. Help me, Housey, help me.
Well, I'm just keeping tracks on this Just Mikey lap, to be honest. Just to see, obviously, yet to set a time. Bannister on his out lap now, 2. See Xerx as well, joining them. Been quite tidy this opening section for Just Mikey, though. Normally does a good job. So, don't actually get a split time over the second sector then. Again, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, so we'll just have to go with it.
Excuse me.
I hate this as well. I hate this chicane. I really do.
Oh, it's a tricky part. It is very tricky.
It just does my head in.
Well, it does. I mean,
there's no need for it. There's just no need for it.
You've got to be patient. You've got to be patient, Housey, and let the car come.
Yeah, but it just ruins the track
17.8 is what Just Mikey says.
Just awkward. Just let them run. Just let them run round like how the MotoGP.
Well,
again.
Come on, mate. What you want them just to do? Left hand down in circles? Come on, mate.
No, that's right. That's a right hand down. That's different to left. That's a whole nother skill, mate. Right is different to left.
Right.
Cambers are different. Everything, mate.
Yeah. Right.
You're right.
Anyway, righto. Bannister out there on track in the danger zone here, Housey. Yet to set a time. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. Let's sharpen up here, son. And, well, there you go. Yet to set a time. As, well, I mean, yeah, it probably made you feel good. We love it when we get called son. Us older folk. But anyway, there we go. Bannister sitting at 51.7 in that second split. On the medium here, Housey, absolutely setting it, trying to get himself out of this Q2.
Yeah.
Of course, we've lost the extremist. So we're only looking for another 4 more. And we'll just see how he goes. Droftas, quite comfortable in the garage with the 16.5. Says, you know what, boys, I will see you in Q3. Here comes Bano. He's about to cross the line any second now. What's he done? An 18.4 P13. Not good enough. He can go again here, Housey. As Xerxes, well, he's got just enough time to get to that line, of course, and set another lap.
I can't see. Move that yellow flag.
22 seconds.
Well, okay.
And guess who? Guess who has joined?
Mr. Pease, I would guess.
Mr. Pease, our championship leader, has just entered the lobby. He was a little bit late. He's going to be starting at the back as Andenge gets well and truly out of Xerxes' way and gives him the track. Xerxes with nothing in front of him virtually, but the whole track to himself. He needs
Nico's
to get...
done as well. Sorry.
Oh, he's invalidated as Nico.
Yeah,
Where is Bannister? Bannister's a little bit further along. Yeah, we're going to stay with Bannister because he is in the drop zone, and we'll flick to Xerxes a little bit later on. Defensive. Oh, hey! Bannister a little bit messy there. Coming into turn 10.
I'm surprised Bannister's given this one a go on the medium. I'm not trying to be hard on the lad, but has only made that Q3. He was one of the guys on the Q3 statistics. Obviously, did break that duck a few weeks ago. But
how's he's touching? He's getting a lot of that curb on the inside there of 14 and 15, and lost it. Look at the time he lost. Look at that.
Zerx then, yeah. Zerx, the only man, just coming into the lovely chicane at the end. Oh, the lap. Turns 16, then flat out now. DRS open.
Come on, Xerx. Come on, Xerx. He's done it. He's done it. P5 for Xerxes at the moment. Gets himself out of Q2, out of the danger zone. And there you go. There you have it. We are done and dusted. Curtis has just realised he does not need to set the lap. And saving some tyres, of course. The unfortunate thing is it's the AI driving you around. That's what happens when you leave it too late, which is all good and proper getting through, but when you leave it too late, this is AI driving around the track. It does eat into your tyre life, ladies and gentlemen. It does eat into your tyre life. It's not going to matter from P11 down, but from P10 and up, this will be the tyre that they start the race on here, Housey, and you know yourself, mate. You want to sort of keep as much as what you've got in your pocket, of course, as, well, there you go. She's done. She's dusted as Q3 approaching here, mate.
6 versus 4, I think it was, as a brief look there. Softs versus mediums. We'll confirm it as soon as we get the timings up. Here we go.
7 versus 3.
Okay. My counting is brilliant today.
It's okay, mate. We all do it. 1, 4, 7, 2, 3. Anyway, we move on. Pillars P1. 1 minute 16.329. And Endenge not too far behind on the soft, of course. DJ starting this one on the soft, and Kaiserhoff will be starting this one on the soft compound. So they're the ones that we've got to be watching for to make their way through the, well, at early doors. They want to make the most of that soft compound. The medium tyre here, a medium tyre around here, Housey, is the, well, I say it a lot of places because it's true on the game. It is the premium race tyre here, and well, I mean, just the stellar consistency of it, isn't it? So the drop-off point is quite, it takes a little while to get to, and just you're banging some pretty much consistent laps from go to woe, and yeah, the premium race tyre, in my humble opinion. But yes, of course, the soft is a lot quicker, but she tends to burn out a hell of a lot quicker too, of course. You've only got a few laps of premium tyre life on that soft compound. As Q3, we're here, Housey, and we'll get this one underway, mate.
Yeah, obviously we have got a couple of minutes here while the boys have gone their out laps and get their thing before we get the show on the road. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go run with some stats quickly, and then maybe we'll fill the gap between runs 1 and 2 with a couple more.
Okay, you should have reminded me. It's usually a Q2 thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Housey.
We're all good. I'm just giving the. I just want to give the viewers an update, really.
Yes, go for it, mate. She's yours.
We'll have a quick update then. You just let me know when the first one comes around to start their time. So Pills took pole last week. Dropped us the win. P2 was Mikey G. P3 DJ. Fastest lap went to Droftus. Driver of the day went to Bannister. Most places gained last week was Andenge with 8. Most places lost was Sloth with 7. Most pits last week was a joint tie between Whiskey Extremist and Sloth, all 4 apiece. Highest Rothmans driver last week, Droftus. Highest Old Spice was Mikey G. Highest Texaco was DJ. Highest Cadbury's and Denge. Highest Cat was Blue. Highest Pot 1 then, Droftus. Highest Pot 2 was Mikey G. Highest Pot 3 was Kaiser. Highest Pot 4 was Bannister. And the best team last week was Rothmans. Rothmans' first win for this side of the division last week with Droftus. Also, their first driver of the day for this side last week with Bannister, did I say? Yes, it was.
Yes.
So, good job from those Rothmans boys. Rothmans also taking out, obviously, the highest score, best team last week, which is the best score for this side. It was 65 points, so that's the best for this side of the division. The best overall through both sides of the league was actually Cat Racing. Their best score is a 69-point haul, so a little bit shy of it, but good job nevertheless. Droftus' win last week now means that all Pot 1s have won in this division, so they've all taken the top step of the podium. The only other driver to win, apart from a Pot 1 driver, was Junior.
Believe it or not, Junior. Oh, claim to fame for Junior. Well done, son.
Yep, that is a claim to fame. He's the only one.
And I know where he did it. I know where he did it, and it was at Austria. No,
it was.
It was Austria. Was it Austria?
He had a little bit of help by his teammate.
Yes, he did.
That was the
Yes, he did.
It was the week before he got robbed, and then the week after.
Or was it after Austria? It was the week after Austria. Maybe it was the week.
Yeah, it was the week after.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Belgium.
Because he got robbed of the podium because of the rain, wasn't it? The late rain or something.
Well, I mean, Junior is better than his old man. He's in there in the chat. And, well, Senior, I'm waiting for Senior to pull the plug. Yes, it certainly is. It is Belgium. And what a cracking race that was as Mr. Kaiser sets a 1 minute 16.9. Pillars went quickest with a 16.0, and Sam Newton with a 17.2. I have missed a few laps, so I do apologise there, boys. We've got I Am Sloth, has invalidatable. Flick to Droftus, of course. Yes, you are spot on there, Housey. And there he is there, the new Portonian. Coming around turn 16, what's he got? What's he got? Of course, letterbox rear wing open. It's a 16.1. P2
Mikey G,
for now.
Mikey G, followed by Curtis, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
I don't know if you get there in time. Zerks is validated. G does a 16.4 then. Curtis did a 17.0.
Yes, Curtis did a 17.064, of course. I Am Sloth going again here, Housey. Invalidated his first run. I dare say Xerxes will go again as well. Invalidated his first one. And
DJ's out smoking.
What's this Aussie dude smoked? He goes, so much energy, give me some. Well, I mean, trade secrets. What happens in the commentary box stays in the commentary box. Slothy boy has pulled out of that one.
It doesn't get passed around, though.
I'm delusional, mate. It is 5:45 a.m. here in the great land of Down Under here in Australia, and running on fumes here, mate. So, grain of salt, but usually if you see me for the Aussie stream, doesn't usually change that much, so make of it what you will. Sloth getting himself underway yet again. Xerxes prepping his car. I'm not too sure. Yeah, his fuel light's on, so Xerxes might go back in the pit lane. Sam Newton lost it on pit lane entry. And, well, there you go. Curtis is having another stab at it. Is he? Yes, he is. And coming around this last corner, what's Curtis got in the bag? He did a 17.0. I reckon he's improved. Yes, a 16.924. Puts himself up in a P4 there, Housey. Good enough for a good banker, as I Am Sloth just can't get a lap together here, mate.
No, he's all right so far for his first sector this time around. But this is, I believe, his third lap here. So it's definitely not optimum in terms of tyre degradation and having the best optimum performance from those soft tyres.
Nope.
So, but no doubt he will reset. He's just purpled the middle sector, mind you. But I tend not to pay too much attention to the purples these days. Knowing how it is.
That's exactly right. I mean, the fuel light is screaming at him. Has been for most of this lap anyway. So, I mean, you set the lap, you run the risk of running out of fuel and taking forever to get back to the pit lane. I reckon, well, he's going to set it. He's going to set it. Let's just see what Sloppy Boy's got. He's not going to take any chances. He sets a 1 minute 16.7, P4. P4 from the Texaco driver. And, well,
Good
very,
job,
very
Ghosting was
good
on.
indeed. DJ Death
I'll say
Dragon,
that.
his
Yeah,
teammate.
he has just split Andenge half, literally. If Ghosting wasn't on, these two would have been off to the hospital because Andenge lost it through the exit of turn 3, and DJ's just literally driven straight through him, obviously Ghosting on, but wouldn't have had any time to react really, so might have put him off. That's all I'm getting at with this lap for DJ.
Oh, there you go there, mate. There you go. It's that. Well, DJ out there on track, of course. Well, he's not too bad at 50.5. And this should put him around about the second row, I reckon. At the moment, Housey, I mean, that's just a guesstimate of what I've seen at the sector splits. Let's just see how he goes. This is a part of the track where he can gain or lose so much time as DJ takes a lot of that inner sausage curb at turn 14. And he sets a 1 minute 16.5. Second row, P4. As we welcome Jess to the chat, the godmother of Formula 4. She's in there. I hope you're well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And, well, there you go. And Stroftas confirming that, well, I don't know what he's confirming, but take him at what you, make of it what you will. But Andenge out there gets to set a valid time here, Housey. Is a 1 minute 35.0. We're coming down to the business end here of Q3, of course. 4.5 minutes remaining. We're yet to see these boys really show their stuff out there on track. Oh, and then Andenge flirting with the grass a little bit. He got very, very close. If he would have touched that, Housey, that would have been this lap over. That fuel light is screaming at him. We're going to get an idea of what he's doing out there when he comes to that second split. Of course, it won't be relevant to, well, that previous lap time, but let's not forget a 50.4, 50.7, around about there. Let's have a look to see where he's at. A 50.3, and Denger's on, and let's just see what he's got in the bag. He's missing us, Housey. He is missing a driver interview. He loves coming in, and well, we just have to see if he can put this up on the front row. So far, so good. And well, there you go. Took a little bit too much curb there. Coming out of 15 there, Housey unsettled the car just a little bit. What's he got? It's a 16.2, P3 for now, mate.
Right, that is definitely round 1 of laps done then. Kaiser is the furthest round, currently on an out lap, looking to start his second run. So you keep an eye on Kaiser.
Will do.
And I will finish off what I was doing beforehand, because I do have a couple little more, which I think is relevant. So 3 drivers here in this division to start and finish every race. There, oh, actually 2 drivers, sorry. DJ and Droftus. So those 2 looking to keep that stat going. The only guy
don't pump him up
Australian...
anymore. Don't pump Droftus up anymore. He doesn't need a confidence shot, I'm telling you.
He's already aware of this stat, so don't worry.
Of course he is. Of course he is. He's across it all, is Droftus.
Yeah, the only other guy.
I've got a question, but I've got a question. Was this an instruction from Droftas to drop all of his good stats in, or is this all on your own back?
No. This is just off my own back, but I do will accept payments. Yeah, no problem at all.
I take it away, Housey.
Yeah, no. So it was just continuing there. Then the only other guy in this in Formula 4 to have the same stat is Crazy Kiwi on the Australian side of the division. He's the only driver that started and completed every race for them. So
funny enough, both Rothmans boys.
3 drivers, yeah, both Rothmans, 2 Rothmans and a Texaco.
Well,
so,
Droftas cracking the whip. That's what it sounds like. But yes, Kaiserhoff is about to set his lap. 1 minute 16.4, P4, and not too bad at all. Xerxes out there on track. He's on one here, Housey. He's the only one, is he? Yes. Or Mikey G further along?
Mikey G, he's on one, but he's a little bit down.
We'll stay with Mikey G. He's furthest along because these are all on their final push laps here. It's maybe second last push laps. I dare say they won't go again after they're trying to push on this lap. Just battery life. It's the battery life, isn't it, Housey? You sort of almost need a charge lap. As Mikey G is backed out. He's backed out. He's warming up tyres. He's got plenty of time to get to the line. As Kaiser's out! Kaiser's out! There you go. Wowee, Housey. And look at that wheel flapping around. Smack. Very, very unusual to lose it there. Must have been a bit greedy on the loud pedal, and around she went. I do apologise, Kaiser, for sticking on you. But there you go. Mikey G, he's going to get himself underway. I'm going to see if I caught that. I might have just caught the end of that, Housey. Let's just have a quick
Just got Zerks across the line. Hang on, quickly. Get Zerks across the line. Goes into P3 at 16.2 then. Finally gets a lap on the board for Zerks. Right, you carry on.
That's okay, mate. I only caught the end of it where the car was stationary, so all good. No stress, no harm, no foul. Curtis out there.
Ramsel, I'll answer you in a minute.
What did Ramsel say?
How?
What guy's got the most driver of the day?
I will answer you. Let's just get through this session.
As Curtis coming through 14-15 now. He's done that beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Did not unsettle the car at all. The run to the finish line is a 16.5 P8. P8 improves, but doesn't improve the starting position.
Sam Newton then will be next. Team Cat just going through the last chicane now. Then Mikey G again after that. It will be.
Well, Sam Newton stays P10. P10 is Sam Newton. And Dange, that's his session done.
I think Mikey G's going to go. Pillars is invalidated here.
He has.
He's on top of the tree anyway at this point in time, but he's invalidated, so he's not going to go any better. Droftus purpled the middle sector here. Mikey G boxes then. Is the other Old Spice there. Oh, Droftus wide.
He likes this track though, Housey. He likes this track. Can he not Pillars up his perch again?
Oh, he done it.
15.8 Droftus. P1.
DJ into
DJ
P2.
P2. DJ front row.
Can Sloth get in there? He can! P2 for Sloth.
The Oily Boys, Texaco, 2 and 3. Unbelievable stuff out there. What's happening? As we've got Curtis. Curtis is back well and surely out. So Sam Newton on a lap here, Housey.
Again. Yeah,
Let's just have a look to see what... Oh, no, he's around. And, well, there you go. He was not on a lap.
There's that new bit of track, look.
Turn 10, there it is. Sam Newton getting a good...
There it is.
Yeah,
Here we
so
go.
it's in the game.
It's
in the game. I don't get it. It's in the game. It's crazy. But anyway.
I think it's not slightly different profile. I think it's a slightly different profile.
Mate, listen. We won't
There's not much to it.
Sorry, we'll bang on a couple of stickers and call it good as gold for Cody's. But anyway, there you go. Sam Newton retiring on track at the end of the Q3 session. And that is it, Housey. We've got our running order, mate.
We do. That is it. Obviously, got to remember that a few guys on the softs. I think it was Andenge, DJ. There was one more. I can't remember who it was at this point in time. It's definitely Andenge and DJ. So DJ going from 3rd on the softs. Andenge going from 6th. For pole position then to the Newportonian. He's found a bit of form, hasn't he? Last week, a win.
Oh, mate, there's a couple of tracks that are coming up that's got his name written all over it. And I do speak of... well, he doesn't mind China. He doesn't mind Azerbaijan either. And they are the next couple of tracks. So Droftas, look at that.
Yes.
Knocked Pillars from P1 all the way down to P4. Pillars Pillars invalidating his last run, Housey. And that explains it. So I'm Sloth and DJ Death Dragon, the 2 Texaco boys, the Oily Boys. 2 and 3, where we? Pillars P4, Xerxes P5 on his return. And Denge P6, Kaiser P7, Mikey G P8. Curtis P9 and Sammy Newton N.
Yep. So just while these boys flick through to the next session, to race day, get their strategies sorted out, I'm going to answer a couple of questions in the chat.
Okay.
So Callum's just being funny. You've got rid of that stat now, Callum, so forget that. Ramsel, drivers with the most driver of the day. This side of the league, Ramsel.
Hey, we've got a new follower, Housey. Hang on, mate. Sammy Boy, 921. Welcome, mate. 277 you are, follower number. And this is Formula 4 Racing. This is the European division. And we are at Spain. Take it away, House.
Yep, so to answer Ramsel then, driver of the days is joint this side of the league between Pills, Extremist, and yourself, Ramsel. So 2 apiece for all those 3. 2 for Pills, 2 for Extremist, 2 for Ramsel. So somebody can change that today if you fancy it, Ramsel.
Yeah, me. When I put him in or not. I'm joking.
And what was the other question? The other question was from Chewy. Chewy saying, have I got any reserve driver stats? Yes, Chewy, I have every single
How's
stat
got
you want as a
stat? What
reserve.
do you want?
But unfortunately, we don't like talking about
Oh,
reserve stats
well,
because
hang
and
on a
traits
minute.
and things like that. So
Jess,
message me in private.
Jess has just asked a very important question. Do you? I have viewer stats, but on
Yeah,
chatters. But as far as
we do have stats.
yeah, we do a little bit.
For,
We do have stats.
we do have stats for viewers.
Oh
You
yeah.
are our most faithful one, so don't
Well,
worry.
that's exactly right. Of course, one of our most loved viewers.
And the most important. Let's just face that.
Let's not forget that. Let's sharpen up,
Oh,
Housey.
hang on.
Let's get through
Pease
this
is in the
order.
wrong car.
We've got.
What the hell? Yeah.
He's he's got a purple
wrong
dot.
car.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's annoying. Anyway,
That's-
drop us out there. P1, I am Sloth. P2, as DJ Death Dragon. P3, we went through this running order at the start through the timing screens. We'll do it again. Pillars P4 on the medium, and Xerxes out there on the medium as well in P5. We've got Dench, his his teammate in P6. Kaiserhoff in P7. Mikey G in P8. P9 is Mr. Curtis, and P10 is Sam Newton. There he is there, as we've got just Mikey. That is Cadbury Racing, folks. Best of the rest, just Mikey. Free tyre choice from P11 all the way down to P20. The Extremist is out there on the medium, of course, in P12. Nico is there in Old Spice Racing, P13. Bannister in P14, of course. The Chiropractor, Ramsell there in P15. Bloom, P16 for Bloomy Boy. Callum Tyler, P17. All shot down. Mr. Monday rocked up on a Tuesday and forgot the race was yesterday. He's there in P18. P19 is Whiskey Jack, and P20 is the championship leader himself with the wrong livery. Could be a livery glitch, as this game loves to do, but he's there in P20 as we're getting ready for this famous start here, Housey, the famous 5 red lights.
Yep.
As Pillars left the session.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Get on
Has
it.
he joined again?
He's joined.
Did he join again?
I don't know. I haven't seen him join. Get on it, Housey. Get on it. Have you got him as a friend?
I should have, yeah. Even though he doesn't like me.
That's normal. Okay, we've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We've got 5 lights. And we go here at Barcelona to Catalunya. Great start there from the Newport. Look at the start from Pillar. Drop this, excuse me, as Dan's coming through into P3. Look at this, 2-3 wide going into turn 1 here, Housey. Absolutely stunning stuff. Are they going to get through all unscathed? So far, so good. The field is clean, side by side. Unbelievable wheel-to-wheel racing. Look at this, Housey. Kaiserhoff, Xerxes, side by side coming through turn 4. And, well, Mikey G slotting himself in. Pillars needs an invite. He is disconnected.
This is already here. Yeah.
He's ghosted, he's disconnected. And there you go. I'm not too sure what's going on. Where is Pease? Pease is down there in P18, just minding his own business.
Whoa.
And, well, we've got a spinner. Mikey G is around. There you go. He spun himself around the right way. No visible damage.
That was all confusion with Pill's AI car there, I believe. I think that was. But yeah, Pills, it says Pills is already in the session. I can't invite him at the moment.
I don't know. Might need to do a bit of a reset, Will Pillars. Not too sure, Housey, but that has hurt. I don't know what's going on here. As I am Sloth drop dash. Look at this. Drop dash has gone wide, coming out of 15, coming out of into 16. And Slothy Boy's going to have a great run here, mate. He's looking for a toe. Drop dash trying to break it. As Droftas on the first lap, of course, is going to be the quickest car on track. But he's already put a half a second on Sloth. And Dange, look at the start. And Dange's going to send it. And Dange's going to send it. He absolutely is.
Ooh.
Oh, they're side by side. Slothy gives him the room. Fantastic racing from these two boys. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, good move there. A bit late from Andenge, but makes it work. So movers and shakers, MPs up 5 places from the back, up, make that 6 now. Just got past Bloom. Bloom's still having a problem, dropping a couple of places. Biggest loser, Pills obviously down. Mikey G down 11.
I got to get Pillars an invite.
Yeah, I've tried. It just says he's already here. You have a go.
Have a look. Where is he?
Tired on that. Let me watch the race then, whilst you're looking at that.
No, I can't invite him. It says he's already in.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah. I've
Pillars,
tried
you
it.
might need to do a reset,
Several times.
mate. Pillars, you need to do a reset, and we'll get you back in, my friend. Pillars, you need to do a reset. We'll get you back in. And unfortunately, that's all we can do, man. It says you're already in. You'll need to reset your PlayStation, and we will get you back in, my friend.
Hopefully that works.
And hopefully that works.
Right
Oh, that
then,
is
so back
unfortunate.
to the
That's it.
actual-
I've got a replay here saved anyway, Housey. As let's just have a bit of a look at it. I'm pretty sure I do of Ann Denge and Slothy Boy going into turn one. Look at this. Look at this, Housey. And
Whoa,
have a look at this. Ann Denge on the inside of Sloth. Sloth giving him all the room in the world. And well, Sloth keeps the position. Back to live screens now, Housey, as we have a VSC.
Yeah, we've lost Bloom on the exit of 16. First DNF of the session then goes to Blue. Unfortunate error out of the last corner. No safety car though, just a virtual, so the boys just need to adhere to this delta time and don't get caught out by it. Well, try not to get caught out by it. I know it's very difficult. Sometimes it will just jump in the split second from 0.3 under to 0.3 over. But need to be careful of this. Nobody getting one by the looks of it, and we're back to green flag racing. DRS back enabled then, so game on. Up at the front, dropped us half-second lead now, and then still not got that job done on Sloth, even though he's got those soft tyres fitted. DJ closing in a little bit now as well. The battles between Extremist, he's just closing in on Pill's AI car though, but that's not really a battle. Let's try Pill's again from my end.
You're right, mate. I'll have a crack. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Is he back?
I've seen him. He's online, getting him in a couple of invites, sending him a few his way, just in case he has some more problems. There's 3 invites for you, Pills. 3 invites for you, mate. And get yourself back in your car. As we'll flick back up to Sammy Newton. Sammy Newton and Kaiser Hoff side by side here, Housey. Look at this. Look at this train happening a little bit. As, well, Sam Newton getting a bit adventurous on the Kaiser. And having a bit of a look at Kaiser Hoff here. Biding his time. He's getting a bit impatient. Kaiser is under the pump. He's trying to make that Rothman's car as wide as possible. As Pease has just passed Pillars' AI.
Yeah.
There is Pillars. He's still got a red X. I think, let's just see, has he still got a red X? He does. Come on,
Yeah,
Pills.
yeah.
Get in. As we're waiting for him to join. And I wonder if he's waiting to take control of his car on the start finish straight.
Yeah.
Not too sure, because it is a very tricky place to take control of your car where the car is at the moment. Sam Newton and Kaiser. Kaiser just stretched his legs a little bit here, Housey. Just broke that, just got a little bit of a gap there on him by a couple of tenths of a second. He's now 4 tenths of a second. Curtis is having a great race as well coming through the field. He's there.
Sam Newton making this one. Up to 6.
There you go. What a move from Sam.
Yeah, got past Kaiser. Kaiser on the softs as well. So Sam really got some pace early doors here. Next on the list is Zerks. He's up to 11th then. So from the back, he's up 9 spots already. He's our championship leader.
Let's see what's happening with Pillars. Pillars still out of the session. Pillars is still out of the session. What is going on? What is going on here? As not too sure. It's so unfortunate for the lad. He had pace around here. What the hell? He's been robbed of a victory. Or robbed of a podium, at least you would think here, Housey. As we'll flick back up to Curtis, because Curtis is now tapped onto the back of his... He's joined! Pillars has joined! As there you go, got Curtis out there on track. He's right behind Kaiser here, Housey, his teammate. And, well, there you go. Curtis is caught right up. And it's... What lap are we on? Lap 5, approaching lap 6. This is about the time when we start to see the drop off here, Housey, on the soft compound, and the mediums start to fire up. And that is kind of representative out there on track. We should see Xerxes close up on DJ Death Dragon in a few more laps' time, as I Am Sloth goes quickest with a 1 minute 19.7. So he's hanging on to the back of Droftas here, mate.
Oh, Pills is in and around straight away. No way. It's made a mistake. If it wasn't bad, It just got worse for Pills then. Made a mistake into the chicane, but he is
Wow.
definitely 100% back in his car because the AI do not spin. So it was definitely him.
They just make other people spin. But oh, Whiskey
Yeah.
Jack, Whiskey Jack. I'm not too sure. I think I caught the end of that. What a move! What a move on Bannister. Up in a P14 from the Whiskey Boy. Great stuff. Great move from him. Callum Tyler up into 13th. He's chasing the Extremist, who well, Pease is there. He's there in P11. And he's just biding his time a little bit. He's just biding his time. We've got Kaiser there in P8. His teammate has got by him, of course, in Curtis. And he's now been released. He's on the chase. He's on the chase to catch Sam Newton here, Howsy. And won't be long till we'll see Curtis, who is a clean, quick racer, will tap on the back of this one and will use the track to advantage and hopefully get by him into turn one, he'd be thinking, mate.
Yep, just looking at Mikey G closing in on the back of Bannister here, down for 15th place. Also keeping half an eye on Pease, I was, because he's quite close to his teammate, just Mikey. I thought there might be some team orders, but none come through the radio transmissions as of yet. Mikey G getting close. Do we have any moves down into turn one this lap? I think it's all pretty spread.
Oh, I think he's going to get it.
Mikey
G going to get it. He's got a good run. He's got. Oh, is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Oh, is he? No, he's too far back. He is too far back. Oh, Bannister's gone deep. Bannister's gone deep. They're side by side into turn four. Bit of a wheel bang. What a move! What a move from Mikey G up into P15. That is a stunning move.
Yep, I think that was a bit of lag rather than a bit of contact. I do believe a few little bits of lag going around here.
There is a little bit at the moment. A couple of gremlins in the lobby at the moment, Housey. And while it's still fresh, let's have a look at that move there from Mikey G. I do believe I caught it on replay. There we go. Look at this. Mikey G on the inside. Bannister went a little bit deep. Look at that into turn three. Stunning move there from Mikey G. As we go back to live screens now, Housey.
Yep, Curtis then closed right in on the back of Sam Newton this lap. Maybe going to be looking for a move here from P6 into turn one. Droftus again continually setting fastest laps. He has got some pace here, Droftus.
He does like this track. Well, he does like this track, but look at Slothy Boy. Look at Slothy Boy. He's closed all the way in that DRS zone. Droftus must have a bit more downforce than Sloth. I know Sloth is using that DRS zone to advantage, but in the twisty tight section, Droftus is just pulling away, which tells me he's got a little bit more front wing on that bad boy Rothmans of his. And you look at the gap just stretch out ever so much. It's opening up, especially look at that, another half a tenth. So, yeah, there you go. Droftus doing his thing. P1, absolutely great drive at the moment. We've got Xerxes there on his return into P5. Fantastic to see him out there. Sammy Newton, P7. Great drive from him so far. Only on lap 80 here, Housey. As, Pease is making his way through the field in P10. He is the biggest mover of the field. Just Mikey, who relinquished that position to his teammate. There he is.
Hey, you've done it too. I was just gonna slap my own face live on stream and say I made a mistake.
Teammate. Yeah.
I blame Pease earlier, mate. Don't worry.
Blame Pease. That's right. Pease. It's Pease's fault. As Whiskey.
I feel better now.
Whiskey Jack. There he is there in 14. He's being pursued by Mikey G. And Mikey G should have it. He's got the pace around here as Mikey G.
And then just in and then box then to the first guy on the softs to call it quits. Going to get rid of them. Going to put the hards on there and then. Okay, fair enough. Okay, and then sticking the hards on then.
Well, maybe he's appealing to your heartstrings there, Housey. We do know you love the hard compound. And, that is worldwide news these days. Everyone knows that. As, just Mikey is there in P10. And, he's chasing Nico Rosberg. Pease is a cat driver. That purple dot is so confusing, isn't it?
Yep, it is. But at least we've both made the mistake. So, yeah, Pease up to 8th now. So, great start from Pease. Obviously only on the 9th lap here. So, Mikey G did get Whiskey Jack there as we thought. And he's now closing in on the back of the second son, Mr. Callum Tyler. So, G has got some pace. Porsche obviously got caught up with the start there, the spin. But he's definitely got the pace to be back inside the top 10 and showing it.
Oh, and Denge whack 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help his efforts.
No.
He's down there in P18. Ramsell had an early pit stop, of course. Those two boys, the only ones on track on the hard compound, which I don't know, Howsy. I know you're the wrong person to ask for this, but that's the wrong way to go around here, in my
Look
opinion.
at the traffic, though. Just look at Pills and where they are. They've got so much traffic in front of them now. They're really stuck, boxed in here. They really are. Both looking for a way, but there's a big train of cars there. So DJ and Kaiser, the other two on the softs, or started on the softs.
Oh, look at this!
also
Look at this
calling it
DRS train, Howsy. All shot down. He's lagging like wowee. He's all over the joint. Pillars wants to get by him. Pillars is going to send it into turn 1 here, Howsy. He does. He makes the move stick up into P14. Look at what he's contending with. He's trying to use the track to advantage here, Howsy. As we're watching this guy, Pillars, come through the field, of course. He had a bit of a connection issue. He is back. He's back in his car. And look at the speed he's got. He has to be patient. He has to be patient. He's trying to make the moves. He's on the inside, the outside, the outside, the inside.
Oh.
He's trying to get by Bannister. There's a bit of a Constantina effect there going into turn 6. But there you go. Turn 7, there it is there. Turn 8, and the treacherous turn 9 is right here. And, well, Pillars, DRS zone approaching. He'll know this. Great exit. He's going to go on the inside. Pillars going to send it. Pillars is going to send it. He is later on the brakes, makes the move. Oh, just touches Whiskey Jack. Just touches Whiskey Jack. But he gets the job done through Bannister, and up into P13 is Pillars.
Yep. Meanwhile, there's been a change for the lead. Slop is now in the lead from Droftus. So position changed on that last lap between the leaders. Droftus was close enough to make a move, actually, or a repass this lap just gone.
Yeah, but
Droftus, but he thought better of it.
Droftus is a wily old fox. He's a wily old fox, mate. He loves the chase. He doesn't mind giving up track position as long as he knows he's got the pace. He can hang with Sloth. Sloth will be doing his best to break this DRS zone from Droftus right now, and Droftus will be doing his best, excuse me, to hang on to that DRS zone. And we'll just keep an eye on this progress in a few more laps' time. We'll just see what's happening there, because Curtis is making his way through.